Yeah, this is another bass player coming at you with a reaction. I'm talking about Ryan Garcia, a boxer. He was on Twitter saying F all N-words and Muslims and all this other stuff. He was talking about black on black crime, and this guy is a Hispanic. I guess he's from Mexico. I'm not really trying to be on no hate speech or nothing like that, but I'm going to try to keep it PG-13. I'm not trying to get no hate speech copyright thing from no YouTube, no strikes, nothing like that. I'm just going to be PG-13 with it. I can't really go in on this guy, but I really am not going to do that. But I am going to say a lot of these white Hispanic immigrants come over here and practicing anti-black racism. So it's a lot of them, especially out there in California and Texas. I live in Texas right now. There's a lot of anti-black racist Hispanics over here. I used to work at a restaurant. They didn't want to even serve black people. You know, they have black people waiting to get sat, and they don't even want to serve them at this specific restaurant. And it was sad. But yeah, these people do come over here and practice anti-black racism, and a lot of black people need to understand that, hey, these people, you know, they don't like black folks. So we got to understand that and accept that. And when we do see stuff like this, like Ryan Garcia said, we shouldn't be, you know, surprised by that. We should expect that. You know, because it's a lot of immigrants that come over here that don't like black people. You know, not just the Hispanic immigrants, the Asians, and, you know, all these other immigrant groups come over here and, you know, think we lazy, we don't want to work, but they want to come over here in the country that we built. Because slavery was big business back then, and people made millions of dollars off slaves and made all that money and then turned that money to do something else with it, like the banking, the medical field, all these other fields came from slavery. Because slavery was a $1 million business. Slavery was like selling cars and houses back then. You know, because they ain't have no cars back in the 1800s, no 1700s, and no 1600s. So slavery was big business. You know, they had the slaves build the plantations and all that stuff. We was out there picking cotton, picking tobacco. We was doing a lot of stuff, not just, you know, picking cotton and tobacco. We were building the houses. When people, black slaves built plantations. We even had a black guy, Benjamin Banker, built the White House or come up with the blueprints to build the White House. So we was out here doing things. But like I said, this Ryan Garcia guy, he's an anti-black racist, which is that's okay. It's okay, but it needs to wake black people up to. We don't need to be out there supporting immigration. We don't need to be out here supporting Democrats. We don't need to be out here doing none of that. We really need to be stumping for, you know, non-immigration. We don't need no more immigration, because you see what happens when you bring these people over here. They start spewing anti-black racism, and it's not good. And this election coming up, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Trump fan, but Foundation of Black Americans, we're going to have to vote for Republicans, man. We're going to have to, because it's getting out of hand with these immigrant groups. They coming over here just spewing anti-black racism just for no reason. Black people ain't even messing. Ain't no black people messing with no Ryan Garcia. Ain't no black people just saying anything to him, anything, doing nothing to him. He even took a picture with a black woman. I think he made her have sex with her. It was all on Twitter. Some random black woman he had took a picture with. So I don't know. She was sleeping with this dude or what, but I know she feels stupid now, because he on Twitter talking about F all N-words and all Muslims, and that's not cool. So black people, we need to wake up. These people are not our friends. We don't need to be hanging with them, drinking with them, smoking weed with them, laying up, having sex with them. We don't need to be doing all that, man. These people are coming over here practicing all kind of anti-black racism. They want to replace us in the workforce. Like I said, I used to work at a restaurant, and they wanted to get rid of all the black people and hire nothing but the Hispanics. They can't even speak a lick of English, but they want to hire them and put them in management positions. So they're doing that everywhere. So as far as the financial black Americans go, we don't need to be supporting immigration at all. You know, I'm trying to toe the line. I'm not trying to be on no hate speech. I'm not trying to, you know, say anything bad about these people, because some of these people are not racist, but the majority of them are. So, and I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it with my own two eyes. And I'm not sitting here second guessing these people. I'm not doing none of that. I've seen it. I'm just being honest with you. We do live in a system of white supremacy. Not only we got to deal with the white supremacists, we got to deal with these immigrant groups too, coming over here practicing the same anti-black racism. So we climbing a uphill battle, man. We can't get nowhere. Can't get nowhere. So this election coming up, we're gonna have to vote for the Republicans. I'm an independent myself, but Trump talking about he's gonna do a mass deportation, all that stuff. I'm cool with that, because these people coming out the woodwork just saying stuff about black people for no apparent reason, just to be saying it. And that's not cool at all. But that's my reaction on the Ryan Garcia thing. We need to wake up and realize that, hey, we in the middle of a racial war, and we gotta act like we in one. We gotta be out here on our P's and Q's, foundational Black Americans. We gotta be on our P's and Q's everywhere we go, because you never know what can pop off. So I'm always looking. I always have my head on a swivel, like they used to say in football. Keep your head on a swivel, because you never know who's gonna come attack you out of nowhere, and you never know who's gonna come mess with you out of nowhere. So you gotta keep your head on the swivel out here in these streets, man, because it's very dangerous out here for foundational Black Americans. Very dangerous, and hopefully we can get Joe Biden out of office, because this is a problem for black people. And that's sad. We got to sit there and try to vote for a white supremacist Republican like Trump. But we really ain't got no choice right now, because independent, I think a guy named is Kenny, he ain't gonna do nothing for black people. So we either don't vote or just vote for Trump. I'm not a Trump fan at all, but that's what we're gonna have to do. You have to start voting Republican. I know Martin Luther King was a Republican, so I know Malcolm X kind of had Republican, values a little bit. So I'm going with them too. Both of them my heroes and my idols, especially Malcolm X. So I'm going with him on that Democrat stuff. I'm not voting for no Democrats the whole time I'm on this earth. I ain't never voted for no Democrat. I really ain't never voted myself, period. But I'm most definitely not voting for no Democrats. I had a kind of a thing with Obama, because he was the first, half black president we ever had. I kind of was going on his side, but he didn't do anything for black people, so I was wrong on that. But I ain't never been a person who was a Democrat nor a Republican. I'm independent. I'm nonpartisan. I don't even want to take place in none of that Democrat Republican stuff, because it's a kind of game, because they be switching sides all the time. Democrat want to turn into a Republican want to turn to Democrat. They just be flip-flopping. They don't stand on business like that, like they should be. They just be flip-flopping too much. There's been a lot of them that flip-flop parties all the time. So I'm not down with that Democrat Republican stuff. I always think that black people, we need our own political party so we can vote our own candidates in, so we can get stuff done. But I don't think that's going to happen. But that's been Motor Boss Player. I'm through ranting and raving about this Ryan Garcia situation. I mean, there's a lot of these people just coming out the woodwork saying things about black people for no reason. And we just got to accept it, and we don't need to be out here supporting any forms of immigration at all. But that's just been me. I'm going to end it there. I'm hollering.